viewers, welcome to KVR Maths Academy. In this video, let's discuss Euclid's division lemma and fundamental theorem of arithmetic in concept of real numbers of 10th class mathematics. Right? Yes, before discussing these topics, viewers, please subscribe my YouTube channel, those who are not subscribed yet. Thank you. Yes, let's do one by one. Yeah. So, this is Euclid's division lemma. Very important concept in 10th class mathematics in real numbers. Yes, what is Euclid's division lemma? Let us discuss with example. Right? So, suppose I am taking first 17 divided by 3. 17 divided by 3. Do you know how to do the division? Yeah, we know very well about this. Right? So, 17 with 3. 3 how many times get cancelled in 17? 3 5s are 15. Yes, 2 is the remainder. Right? Here 17 is called dividend, right? Dividend, and 3 is called divisor. Next here 5 is called quotient and R is called remainder. Right? Here in 17 divided by 3, 17 is called dividend, 3 is called divisor, 5 is quotient and 2 is the remainder. So we know very well about the division algorithm. What is that? Yes, dividend is equal to divisor into quotient plus remainder, right? Plus remainder. Here dividend is 17. 17 is equal to divisor. 3 into quotient is 5 plus 2. Which satisfies now 3 5s are 15 plus 2. So this is the division algorithm. We know very well about that. Suppose another example I am taking 24 divided by 3. 24 divided by 3. So 24 here. 3 in 24 how many times get cancelled? 3 8 ja 24. 0 is the remainder. So here 0 is the remainder. Here quotient is 8. Dividend is 24. This is the divisor. This is the remainder. Right? 24 by 3. In 24 by 3, 24 is the dividend. 3 is the divisor. Here 8 is the quotient and 0 is the remainder. Right? How can you write using this division algorithm? 24 is equal to dividend is equal to divisor into quotient 3 into 8 plus remainder 0. Right? In the same way, see A comma B are any positive integers. A comma B are any positive integers. There exists their unique Q comma R. Q comma R satisfying A is equal to BQ plus R. A is equal to BQ plus R. Here A comma B are any two positive integers and there exists unique Q comma R also integers. A is equal to, which satisfies A is equal to BQ plus R, where condition R is in between 0 and B. 0 is less than or equal to R is less than or equal to B. This is the division, Euclid's division lemma. This is the Euclid's division lemma. A comma B are any positive integers. There exist unique Q comma R also integers, which satisfies A is equal to BQ plus R, where R is 0 is less than or equal to R is less than B. This is the Euclid's division lemma. So here, which means here A is equal to BQ plus R means here B is dividing A. So dividend A, we divide with B, then quotient is Q and here some remainder is R. So which satisfies A is equal to BQ plus R. This is Euclid's division lemma. Understood? Here R is less than or equal to 0 is less than or equal to r, which is less than b also. Here r is less than b means always remainder is less than b means here divisor, no, remainder is always less than divisor. Remainder should be less than, always less than divisor. This is the condition. So here remainder is here greater than, less than 0. 0 is less than or means it is equal to or greater than 0. Isn't it? Here see, it is remainder is 0. Here equal to 0 na? Here remainder is 2. Here this remainder is less than this divisor or not? Exactly less than the divisor. Here also 0 is less than 3. Suppose another example, take 45. 45 with 7. 7 6 are 42. 7 6 are 42. So remainder is 3. So here 3 is less than 7 or not? So 3 should be less than 7. Why? Because here r should be less than divisor. R should be, remainder should be less than b, no. So remainder should be less than divisor. Understood clearly? So this is the Euclid's division lemma. This is Euclid's division lemma. So now I will explain the HCF of any two numbers using Euclid's division lemma. Right? So with the textbook example only I will explain. HCF of 50 and 70. Find the HCF of 50 and 70 using Euclid's division lemma. So in the textbook 4, page number 4 problems I have given in do this. First one, this one. First problem, right? Yeah. HCF of 50 and 70. So actually HCF how can you find? By division method. By division method. So 50 and 70, no, 70 is the biggest number, no. So with 50 we have to divide. 50 ones are 50. Yes, 20 is the remainder. Yes, now 50 keep here. 20 how many times get cancelled? 22s are 40. 10 is the remainder. Now with 10 we have to divide 20. So 10 2s are 20. 0 is the remainder. So we have got finally 0, no. So here 2 is completely divides the number. So 10 is completely divides the number, no. That's why we have got 0 as remainder. That's why HCF is 10. Understood clearly? Yes. So this is the division method. But here using of Euclid's division lemma, how can you write? Yes. See here, this is Euclid's division lemma is A is equal to BQ plus R, where 0 is less than or equal to R is less than B, right? So this is the Euclid's division lemma, no? Yes. Using of this one, let us find the HCF of 50 and 70. Yeah. First biggest number is 70. So this is the divided. Yes. Here divisor is 50 only, na? So 50 how many times get cancelled in 70? Yes, 50 ones are. 50 ones are 50. Remainder is 20. Right? So 50 ones are 50 plus remainder is 20. See, A is equal to BQ plus R. Right? Yes. Now we have to take BQ plus R, no. So this one as A. So this one as A and this one as B. 50 as A and 20 as B. So now A is equal to 50 is equal to BQ. 20 into how many times in 50? Yes, 22s are 50. 22s are 50. 22s are 40 plus remainder is 10. Right? Here remainder we have got 10 only. So here this is equal to A is equal to BQ plus R. Again we have got the same condition. Right? Next, now we have to take this one as A and this one as B. Right? Yeah. Now A is equal to 20 is equal to BQ. 10 how many times get cancelled in 20? Yes. 10 2s are 20. 10 2s are 20. There is no remainder. Remainder as 0. No remainder means here remainder as 0. So that's why here we have got remainder 0, no? So that's why this one is the HCF. Therefore HCF of 50 and 70 is equal to 10. Have you understood clearly? Yes, here 70 is equal to in the form of BQ plus R. 50 ones are 50 plus 20 as remainder. Now this one I have written in the form of A. This one has taken as A and this one has taken as B. Why? Because this is the remainder, no? Yes, 20. 50 is equal to 20 into 2. 22 is a 40 plus remainder 10. Again I am taking this as A and this as B. So 20 is equal to A is equal to BQ plus R. So 10 exactly get cancelled 2 times in 20. So remainder is 0 now. So we have got a 0 no remainder. That's why this one is the final HCF of the given numbers. Understood clearly? Suppose another one, second one I am taking. Second one, what is that? 96 and 72. HCF of 96 and 72. How can you write? So this has a and this has B first. The 96 has A and 72 as B. Now take. So 96 is equal to BQ plus R. BQ means 72 into Q. 72 how many times get cancelled in 96? One time only. Yes, 72 ones are 72 plus remainder is 24. Yes, 24 is the remainder. Yes, now this should be taken as A and this should be taken as B. So 72 is equal to BQ plus R. So 24 into how many times get cancelled in 72? 24 3s are. Yes, 24 3s are exactly 72, right? Yes, remainder is 0. Remainder we have got 0, no? So HCF is exactly 24. Therefore HCF of 96 and 72 is 24. Have you understood clearly? Yes, note it down. Next, fundamental theorem of arithmetic. Fundamental theorem of arithmetic. What is the fundamental theorem of arithmetic? Yes. Every composite number can be expressed as the product of prime factors. Every composite number can be expressed as product of prime factors. So prime factors may be unique and order may change. Prime factors are unique and order may change. Right? Suppose take an example 36. 36. How can you write 36? Look here. 4 6s are 36. 4 9s are 36, right? 4 9s are 36. 4 can be written in the form of 2 into 2, right? Here 4 into 9. Next 9 can be expressed as 3 into 3, right? So 36 is equal to, how can you write? 2 into 2 into 3 into 3, right? Yes, these are the all are 2 and 3 are prime numbers only, na? Yes. Next another C. 36. 6 6 are 36, right? 6 means 2 3s are 36, right? 2 3s are 6. Next again 6. 2 3s are 6. So 36 how can you write? 2 into 3 into 2 into 3. Right. 36 again. How can you write? 18 2s are 36. 18 2s are 36. Next 18 how can you write? 2 9s are 18. Again 9 how can you write? 3 3s are 9. So 36 is equal to, how can you write with these prime numbers? 2 into 3 into 3 into 2. 2 into 3 into 3 into 2. Here see, in all aspects 36 is equal to 2 into 2 into 3 into 3. 2 into 3 into 2 into 3. Here 2 into 3 into 3 into 2. Here order should not be, here order is not equal. but prime numbers are, the product of primes are equal, right? Product of primes are same, 2 and 3, but here orders are not same. See here 2 3 3 2, 2 2 3 3, here 2 3 2 3. So this is the fundamental theorem of arithmetic. Come again, what is fundamental theorem of arithmetic? So every composite number can be expressed as the product of prime numbers. The product of prime numbers. Here the prime numbers are unique and order may not be same. Order may not be same. Understood about this? Yes, I'll explain the LCM and HCF using prime factorization method. Right? Okay, let us find the LCM and HCF of 12 and 18 using prime factorization method. In textbook, example 4, this one. Right? Yeah. So first write 12 and 18 as a product of prime numbers. So first 12. 12 how can you write? That is equal to 2 6 are 12. Again say 6 means 2 3s are. That is equal to 2 square into 3. 2 square into 3. This is 2 square is 4, 4 3s are 12. Right? Next in the same way 18. 18 is equal to 2 9s are. 2 9s are 18. Next 9 means 3 3s are 9. So 2 into 3 square. So 12 is 2 square into 3 and 18 is 2 into 3 square. Next first HCF of these two numbers. HCF is equal to, here see, here first write down 2 square into 3, 12 means 2 square into 3, 18 is equal to 2 into 3 square. Here HCF means what we have to be taken? Yes, HCF is equal to the product of smallest power of common factors or common primes. The product of smallest powers of common primes. Here smallest power means HCF is equal to smallest powers. Here this is 2 power 1, 3 power 1. Smallest powers of common primes, which means here smallest powers means 2 power 1 into 3 power 1. Highest powers means 2 square and 3 square we should take. Here okay, smallest powers means 2 power 1 into 3 power 1. 2 power 1 is 2 and 3 power 1 is 3. 2 3s are 6. So HCF is equal to 6. HCF of 12 and 18 is 6. Next in the same way LCM. LCM is equal to, so 12 is, how can you write? 2 square into 3 power 1. 18 is 2 power 1 into 3 square. Here LCM, how can we take? Yes, the product of greatest powers. The product of greatest powers of common primes. Greatest powers means here, yes, in these both greatest power is 2 square. In these both greatest power is 3 square. Right? 2 square is 4 into 3 square is 9. 4 9s are 36. So LCM of these two numbers 12 and 18 is 36 and HCF of these two numbers 12 and 18 is 6. Have you understood clearly? Yes, note it down. Okay viewers, I hope you have clearly understood about this Euclid's division lemma and fundamental theorem of arithmetic. In the next video, I'll explain about the concept of logarithms. Okay viewers, if you like my video, please like and share. Don't forget to subscribe. Thank you very much.